Hey guys, welcome to Beauty School Bobbi. We are so excited to be here today with two of my favorite people. We're here with Brandon and Mary Harris, who are the salon owners of Salon Biyoshi. We are so excited to have them here. We have so much to talk about. If you are from Knoxville, I know that you've heard of Salon Biyoshi. So they're going to tell us a little bit more about their salon. But today we're also going to talk about growing into a salon family and what that looks like. So welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you. We're honored to be here.
Well, I want to just jump right in because you all have a story that we tell a lot. So if you are a Tennessee School of Beauty graduate, you probably have heard this story before, but you all met in beauty school. You all met here at Tennessee School of Beauty, fell in love here, ended up working together, opening a salon. So I want to hear that story about you guys meeting. Was it love at first sight, or how did that happen?
Well, it's funny. Brandon started before I did. And then we walk in on roll call. I walk in one day and I just hear, wow, and so, and I think that this guy, is pretty cute. And so I come and sit in front of him, and I'm a very clumsy person. And we used to have the chairs that were like old school where you slide in them. And so I slide in mine and I fall back and Brandon catches me.
Oh my gosh. Literally just fell into his arms.
Yes, I'm mortified. But yeah, that's how it all started. And so it went from there. You know. But he's awesome, and I'm a very lucky girl.
Yeah, so how long have you guys been married now? How many years has it been?
We've been together 24.
Okay.
We're on our 24th year.
Wow.
I had Adam once asked if when we got married if we'd get married at TSB. Maybe on the 25th we can come back and renew
our vows. Yes. Please, I will get ordained for it. It'll be like, here we are. It'll be a Beauty School Bobbi episode of the wedding. It'd be so awesome. Well, I love that because you all are such family. So I like that your story starts here because when you all come in, I mean, it's just like you all are coming home. Yes. I mean, it feels really good. There's always been that connection, and we work so well with your salon for a lot of reasons, a lot of qualities that we try to make sure that we are giving to our students. You all, follow up on, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that and kind of going into that world. But I just think it's so sweet that you guys have that connection here, and I think that this will always be a special place for you because this is where you fell in love.
Sure. Absolutely. This will always be part of our home.
I can't even imagine. I just know how it is with students and gossiping and that kind of thing sometimes. So I bet everyone was all about you guys, and everyone was just all about what was going on with you all at the time.
Oh, yeah.
There were other moments that come to mind that happened. Okay, the wow moment that Mary's talking about.
Spring fling.
It was like a formal, like different days had different themes, and it was a formal day, and Mary was really dolled up, and Mary was blonde back then.
Yes.
Whoa. I still need photos of this. I want to see this so bad.
We're on the wall.
Yes, I've seen those photos. I've seen the pictures on the wall.
But she was drop dead gorgeous. I think one of the days that Mary might have bought into me a little bit was we had sandal day one day where you wore sandals, and Mary had standards.
I did.
She had standards.
I couldn't be with someone that had bad feet. Yes.
So I'm glad I was cleaned up.
So your feet passed the test.
His feet passed the test. Yes.
I love
he
that.
wore Birkenstocks. Yes.
Another really memorable moment is I had Mary wax my eyebrows when she was in freshman class, and Miss V got onto us.
Yeah.
I wasn't. One more cute story about beauty school. I was pretty terrible in beauty school. I wasn't good. I'd never touched anybody's hair. I'm good now, but
Yes.
I wasn't good then.
Very good now.
And Miss V used to tell Mary, like
To watch him.
keep an eye on Brandon.
I love that. That's such a Miss V thing to say.
He would
I
tell
love
me to watch him because he didn't like to get his work checked.
So you already were watching over him.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
that. Well,
She's still watching over me.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you all graduated beauty school. You all went to work together in the salon, and then Salon Biyoshi happened. So how long has the salon been open? And tell us a little bit about your salon. If somebody has never been in the salon, what can we expect from coming into Salon Biyoshi?
Salon Biyoshi's been open for 13 years.
12 years. It'll be 13 in
12
August.
years.
Awesome.
We've enjoyed a lot of growth over that time. We're now a 4,000 square foot salon.
Wow.
We have, 35-ish employees right now. We can get up to 45.
Wow.
50. Things vary.
Yeah.
The what we're known for is being a warm environment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, we're not salon. You're lucky we do your damn hair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that might sound bad, but I mean, some salons have that branding.
Yeah.
We're a high-end salon. But if you walked around the salon, you'd have a lot of smiles. You'd have a lot of interactions. The people at the desk would be very, very warm to you. Anybody that would want to come shadow, I mean, we're happy to set up those appointments. I mean, we're not the salon Nazis.
Yeah.
But that's what we're known for.
Yeah, very welcoming. Definitely a family, which, like I said, I think goes really well with kind of our students coming from here and going into that environment. I think it makes for an easy transition. The salon, I feel like you guys have always had a pretty core group of stylists. You guys have had a core group there, and I think that you all become family. And
Yes.
I think that that's so important. You guys care for each other. You're there for each other. So all of those things are really special. And I think that you guys are doing just such a great job growing these stylists, which is kind of a philosophy that you shared with us before of coming in and not only growing them with continued education, but growing them kind of like in their life skills as well. So I want to get to continued education in a second, but let's talk about kind of how you are there for them as a family. What do you guys offer, or tell me a little bit about the experience that you've had with stylists as family?
Well, we offer coaching, if related to, their numbers or just their life in general.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always have to be about what they're doing, career-wise. Also about how they're feeling inside, if it's confidence, if it's what's going on with them at home, whatever it is, they know that they can come to us. It's life is life,
Mm-hmm.
And also their career, for sure. I mean, that's what, it's there for too. But it's great knowing that you have that relationship with people that trust you enough to come to you with things going on in their life,
Mm-hmm.
not just about the skill set that they have.
Yeah.
In our industry, okay, we have the second worst self-esteem of any industry. Nurses are number one.
Wow.
Okay, and a lot of people will start out in beauty school and end up in nursing school and vice versa.
Yeah.
I've seen people make the switch more than once.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The number one thing that you work on is your self-confidence.
Yes.
Okay, so And the reason why that is because all your self-worth comes from making people feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and a lot of people went to beauty school and their parents weren't excited. You know, we do have that career pathing, but because we're taking them on at such, most of the time at such a young age, if you thought of your life about like 4-year segments, okay, if you rounded out, like high school's 4 years, okay, middle school's 3 years, but college is in general 4 years, okay, that doesn't quit happening in your life, like this 4-year cycle. Okay, like you grow so rapidly over the course of 4 years. Okay, you would think that, so from the age of 18 to 22, everything that was important to you at 18, the stuff that was important to you at 14 isn't even on your radar at 18. Okay, the stuff that was important to you at 18, at 22, none of that stuff matters. Okay, and you would think that would quit happening, but it doesn't quit happening. The amount of growth that a person even has from the age 22 to 26 is monumental. Like nothing that was important 4 years ago is really on your radar. So, like keeping that continued that mindset of growth, and I understand. We understand that people are going to grow rapidly, and that's really what it's about. I don't know if that's the direction that you wanted me to go, but that's really what we're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you were to kind of carry that step further, if you entered your career thinking about it at the start being a 4-year program, that would be a whole lot healthier way to look at it. Like a year of beauty school, a year of like training hard, a lot of dedicated training. After that,
what we tell our students and what we the way that we kind of explain it, and I think that you are on the same exact, like you believe in this also, because what we always say is year 1, you're in beauty school. You're coming to school, you're paying for beauty school, you're coming in, you're getting trained, you're working on clients, but then that next year is when you go into a salon, and you're not just jumping in with this huge clientele making $100,000. It's not how it works.
No.
Unfortunately, it's not how it works. And so you do have to learn. There's so much more to learn. There's so many skills to perfect, and even people skills. That's a big one. Learning how to talk to your clients and stuff. So there's all of those other things that come, and it doesn't just all come right away, because there's continued education, there's more programs, there's just learning your salon, learning kind of your place in the salon a little bit too. I mean, I think that it all comes, but I think a 4-year way to look at it coming into beauty school is a really great idea, because you're going to be way more realistic of when success will come. So I think that's perfect.
Yeah, that first year, the money isn't great. The second year, the money's a little better. That third year, you really feel it. Okay, and by that fourth year, I mean, you're making an income. I mean, if you're on a growth trajectory, I mean, you're making an income that like your parents look at and go, "I'm proud of you."
Yeah.
I mean, so that's really the way we think about it. And actually, if you were to pull up our career board, okay, I mean, we've got a multi-level system. It's planned out. There's a timeline. There's goals to hit. I can prove what people make. I can sit down with somebody. We just took on a girl. I was like, I came, I met her family here at TSB, and I talked about what we actually do. Okay, and the way that we actually think about it is it's the adoption of a hairdresser. Okay, to be better than I was, faster than I was. Okay. And and to love them through that process. Sometimes it's tough love. Okay, but it's love.
Yeah. I think it's hard. I think that, you were just saying, like, getting these stylists in so young. You do have to take that into consideration sometimes when you, not that it's acceptable, but when you get the attitude a little bit, or when you get the little pushback, you're like, you're 19 years old. You're 19 years old. I mean, you have to remind yourself that they're not. I mean, how I was at 19 or how you are at 19. I mean, we all maybe didn't, we didn't have it all figured out yet. And that's okay. I think it's just great that you're examples for them to love them through that time.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to hold them the closest when they're the hardest to hold.
Yeah.
And if you can bring that love to the table, I was talking about this earlier. Part of my prayer and meditation is to love and love first. Okay. Like if you can reach out and love somebody first before you've got the approval rating to love somebody, okay, that's when the miracle happens.
Yeah, I really love that idea. I think it's a great concept.
But it's been true to me, for me. Sometimes you love people when they don't love themselves, and which would be true with people with low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Okay. I love you. I love you. I believe in you. Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't know how big you are. Mm-hmm. Okay. You don't know how smart you are, how talented you are. Mm-hmm. Okay. No, the flip side of that is you're holding them accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I don't mean to ramble.
No, that was a really great point. It's important to talk about. I think it's something that, and that's kind of what I want all of this to be, is I want it to be something just not the normal conversation. It's just not, every salon isn't thinking this way maybe yet. I think a lot are, but I don't think that all of them are, and I think that makes a difference, and I think we're learning how to be better bosses as well through this. I think that it's like, what can we learn? It's not just like you get to this position and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, figured it out, I'm done, I'm good. I mean, you're constantly learning and growing, but if you're going and starting those adventures with love, I think the outcome is a little bit different. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's better. I'm all on board for it. I love it.
It's rewarding, and I was coaching a girl, a specific person, and she really, this is an example about confidence. She had none. I don't think I've ever met someone that their confidence was so low. And so she had homework. Every day she had to put on my desk one thing that was good about her, what she felt was good about herself. And when we didn't work, she had to text me, something that was good about her that she was proud of. And
I'm so obsessed with this. I think this is so incredible, and I think it's so special for you as a boss. Okay, whether that's how you are at the salon or not. As a boss, to have that caring heart is just everything. I mean, that's incredible. I mean,
that's the only way someone's going to succeed is if you have someone that believes that you are and you can, especially when you don't. It's like, I believe in you. Let me show you what you have that is good.
Yeah.
You see what's good.
Yeah.
But then she's behind her chair, she's full of confidence, and it's so rewarding to see that.
Yeah. And it's special to have a hand in that too. Mm-hmm. I think that's great because you might be, believe it or not, the first person that's really giving them compliments, even not even the confidence that you've given her over time, but given a compliment. I mean, it's hard to imagine that stuff. I think all of us are so lucky to be surrounded by loving people and all of that stuff, but that's not everyone, and we need to be considerate and aware of that. And I think that it's one thing that I know you guys can't see Steven right now, but Steven is behind the computer, and Steven is definitely working a lot on mental health and bringing the conversation about mental health into the beauty school. So I think it's really cool that you guys are jumping on board with that as well. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to hear a word from our sponsor, and then we will be right back. If you or someone you know is interested in becoming a salon professional, contact Tennessee School of Beauty, the leader in cosmetology education since 1930. Offering both full and part-time programs in cosmetology, aesthetics, and nails, see why more than 20,000 graduates recommend Tennessee School of Beauty. Visit them at tennesseeschoolofbeauty.edu or call me at 865-588-7878. Hey guys, we're back. So one of the things that I want to talk to Brandon and Mary about today is their continued education program. So certain salons believe a little more heavily or provide a little bit more of continued education than some other salons. So it is something that in beauty school we will talk about why it's important to have these continued education classes. So I want to talk to you all about what you offer and who gets to be a part of your continued ed classes. It seems like you guys always have somebody at your salon teaching something for your stylist. So tell us about that and how that works.
I mean, we're continuing education junkies,
Yes.
but like in Strength Finders, if you've ever done Strength Finders, learner's my number one trade.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd take a class every day. I mean, I'm pretty insane with that stuff, but probably the first thing to talk about is that we do run an associate program. As I think I said before, we do consider that the adoption of a hairdresser. There are segments of that you test out of, but the bigger picture on that is that it becomes a personalized education. Okay, because if you're hanging out with Mary 8 hours a day, Mary's gonna know everything about you. Okay, she's gonna know what you're scared of. Okay, she's gonna know where the bar needs to be hired. She's gonna do everything from hold you accountable to wipe your tears. Okay, but so that's probably the biggest name that we're known for, and we've run that program longer than anybody in the area. Other people do it great, but we've done it longest. All that means is we've made more mistakes than anybody else. In doing that, we're bringing in 4 or 5 global educators a year. Our next class that we have coming is a 2-day class. Okay, that 2-day class is business and hair color.
Wow.
Okay, so one facilitator will talk about the business end of it, and the next educator will walk to the mannequin and do the technique. And what we're doing is we're tying the time and the technique to your money. Okay, so that you can earn a living doing this. But it's not crazy techniques. It's very usable. They actually teach this class at the Exchange, the Redken Exchange in New York. So this is a full Exchange class at the salon.
That's awesome.
And we'll probably have over 50 people for that class. So with people coming in. So we do events like that. We all go to symposium. The salon helps fund people going to symposium. Last time we went to symposium, we took 15 people. Okay, what's really awesome about that is taking a bunch of East Tennessee girls that some of them never even been on a plane before to Vegas and seeing Vegas through their eyes. That's really fun. Yeah. But that's an education-centric event. I mean, you're taking 10 or 12 classes while you're there.
Wow.
We do have in-salon classes, at least monthly. The last one I taught was on cutting. I'm not the only person that teaches technical skill. We have many people that do that. Before that, the last class that we had was barbering. Jonathan taught the barbering. Mary teaches the next cutting class.
Yes.
Uh,
And the other cool thing, I'm sorry.
oh, no, I talk too much.
When, we were talking about growing stylists, I think a wonderful thing is that we join in together with 2 other salons, which is special. It's very special to me just because that's a rarity. We're not trying to bump heads or anything. We come together as a unit of professionals and help each other learn and help each other be better. And so as we're bringing these global artists in, there's the 3 salons that are helping each other learn better and grow and be more prosperous.
Yeah.
So
you all have a lot to learn from each other. You're all going through the same thing. So why not talk about it? I know that we all go to conferences and we will go into these different places and we're talking to schools from all over the country and salons from all over the country, but we're going through the same things here, so let's talk to each other. So I really like that idea, and we were actually all together at a salon opening here in Knoxville a few months ago, and I walked in the door just expecting to see the salon owner and stylists and all of that stuff, and then of course I walk in and see Brandon and Mary, and I think it's a rarity for salons to support each other in that way, because it seems so competitive sometimes, but I think you all believe in more of a sense of community than competitiveness. So I think it's really great that you all are able to have classes together, because then your stylists know each other and you're setting an example for them to be a community and to not, put this competitiveness between you all. So I just think that that's a really beautiful example, and I just love that that's who you all are. I think it speaks to your characters for sure.
Yeah, you should celebrate people.
When we first started doing that, and the other Redken salons that we, partner with are Summit salons too, so they're running the same business system. But, and we were just in a Redken Elite meeting with them. But they came to our grand opening.
Yeah.
When we did it, we'll be going to another grand opening because they're getting successful too, and they're growing, and I'm really happy for them.
Yeah.
Success for you doesn't mean less success for me. Okay, but I will tell you, we did get some funny looks. Hey, trying to get that stuff going, and I want to give a shout out to Megan Landers while we're talking about this, because in a lot of senses we're living in, and Bonnie. I'd like to give a shout out to Bonnie as well. I mean, they help organize all that stuff. We kind of live in the house that they built.
Yeah, from Salon Centric. So yes,
from Salon Centric, and but as a salon owner, going to other people's salon and go, hey, we want to be friends, and we can pull our resources. We'll have cooler stuff if we pull our resources.
Yeah.
This is one of the few areas in the country where that happens at all.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty rare.
Yeah. But it's something that's special. And I think that we should keep it going, because I think like I said, we're setting an example for the people that are coming behind us, and I think that you all are setting a great example for your stylists. So I think that more than anything is the best part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so great. So I want to just kind of wrap up with 2 more questions for you all. I want to know, and either of you can answer this question, but who's inspiring you right now? What's motivating you every day to get up in the morning?
Wow. Who's inspiring you?
We had the privilege of going up to see Sam
Via.
at the Exchange, and we were in a class where we there were only 5 people in the class, and it was Sam. Okay, and me and Mary have known Sam for 20-something years.
Yes.
Okay, we were really privileged. I mean, we worked at a nice salon when we started out, and we got to make a lot of great connections. And that's part of what happens when you work in a nice salon. You get to make better connections on a personal level.
And you got to assist Sam.
But yeah, we used to get to assist Sam backstage when we were like very early in our careers, which was just stand there and blow dry. I mean,
wow.
Well,
And
Speaking of clumsy again.
oh no. What did you do with Sam Villa? I'm nervous. Did you fall into his arms? Is that what happened?
No, I just have to say this about Sam Villa because he's amazing. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
He believes in, it doesn't matter if you swept the floor. He's going to shout you out. I didn't know this. And so, he introduces everybody that did anything. And so he's like, and Mary Wyrick? And I'm like,
right?
And so I walk out and almost pull the curtains down with me.
Oh.
So you're like surprised Sam Villa saying your name. and the
Yeah,
curtains
for me
are
to come
falling.
out so everybody can.
no.
Yeah, well, that's a side note.
Yeah, at least you got a shout out from Sam Villa. There's a million of us that would love that
No,
right
I
now.
just thought about me being clumsy
So I actually never
again.
knew that you guys did that. So that's really cool. And it's really cool that you got to go back. And now where you guys are at this point in your lives and where he's at, and now you guys are connected again together in this class. I mean, that's so cool.
He was Sam 20-something years ago. I mean, he didn't own his own big brand, but he was, like, if you're ever, like, with Sam personally, all that warmth and all that small ego, big love. Okay, and, like him, and Chris Barron, I'll largely credit for why, like Redken as a brand is, Redken loves you, okay,
Yeah.
and like the educators aren't egomaniacs. Even though they have a resume that would say that, nobody's resume is better than Sam, and he is the most humble about it. And being humble, and I love this definition of humble. Okay, being humble is not thinking less of yourself; it's thinking of yourself less often. Okay, and he is a constant giver. We were kids, and he was encouraging, and he was loving, and he was trying to get you to the next level, and of course we've all enjoyed 20 years of success, and we're all different people now. But we got invited to this class, so we went. Okay, and. I'm standing there, and I'm taking my sections, and I'm trying my best, and really, I'm really putting my effort into it, and I'm pulling it up, and Sam looked at me, and he's like, "Man, you still got those good hands," and my 20-year-old self went, "Bing!" Okay,
And this is him being his 40-something-year-old.
Yeah, my 45-year-old self, and it was totally a big inspiration moment back into that's what it's about. Okay, it's about encouragement. Okay, there's technical skill, but it's the being excited and encouraging people is the biggest thing that you give. And he gave that to me again. So that's probably the thing that inspired me the most recently.
That's incredible. And I think that my next question kind of falls into that. I was going to ask what advice you have for somebody that's a beauty school student right now. They're in the trenches. They're in it. They're in beauty school. They hit their 1,000 hours. What advice can you give somebody that's kind of going through it right now?
I would say be open and be willing. Take all you can.
That's great advice.
I'd say do the hard thing. Okay. Like whatever you're scared of, do that. Okay. I'd say be nice. Like people are watching.
Right.
Okay. When you're in beauty school, I don't think this gets talked about enough. A lot of times you get a job in a salon because you've got a friend in the salon. Mm-hmm. Okay. And you need to hire that girl. She's nice. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you're a lot of people in school, it's I'm never going to see these. And they're not real nice. Mm-hmm. But the truth is, the world's small. Be nice. Okay. So that would be a piece of advice.
Yeah. And I think that's all great advice. I mean, I think that it's something that it's easy and we can all do it and we can all be better about doing that. Ooh. So thank you guys so much for being here with me today. It was so fun. I always love having you here. We're just, Knoxville, the world is just a better place with you all in it. So we're so happy that we have this relationship with you. So thank you all so much for watching and listening today. I want to remind you guys to go to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribing and following us on Instagram. We are going to post some more things here coming up about what we have on the next episodes and what we're doing, what we have going on. So make sure you're following us and definitely visit us to listen to all the podcasts at www.beautyschoolbobbi.com. Till next time, guys. Bye.